Most of us treat our trucks better than our own bodies. When that check engine light comes on, we don't ignore it for 6 months. We don't Google it and hope it goes away. We take it in immediately. Why? Because we know that ignoring a small rattle today leads to a blown engine tomorrow. But here's the reality. Heart disease is still the #1 killer of men in the United States. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 4 male deaths are from cardiovascular disease, and the majority of those are preventable with early detection and lifestyle shifts. Men in America die nearly 5 years earlier than women on average, and it's not because we're biologically fragile, it's because we wait. We wait to get checked. We wait to get screened. We wait until pain forces our hand, and sometimes by the time we act, the damage is already done. Today, we're dismantling the myth that ignoring symptoms makes you strong. We're breaking down why men avoid the doctor, what the science says actually happens when we delay care, and what you need to do in your 20s, 40s, and 60s to stay operational. Because strength isn't denial. Strength is awareness. Let's get into it. If you're in your 20s or 30s, you probably feel bulletproof. The doctor is for old people or sick people. You're running on ambition, caffeine, and bad sleep, and it seems to be working. Here's the truth. The damage that kills men in their 50s and 60s often starts in their 20s and 30s. It just doesn't show up yet. This is the era of baseline and prevention, the most underutilized advantage a young man has. First, the silent killers. Hypertension and high cholesterol have no symptoms. None. You won't know they're there until they cause a stroke, heart attack, or organ damage. Annual physicals establish a baseline. If your blood pressure is 120/80 today and 140/90 in 3 years, you've caught a dangerous trend early. That's intelligence. Next, testicular cancer. This is the most common cancer in men aged 15 to 35. It's highly treatable. Survival rates exceed 95% when caught early. Embarrassment has no survival value. Detection does. And we have to talk about mental health. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death for men under 35. One of the biggest barriers isn't access, it's stigma. A doctor's office is often the first safe place a man can say, "I'm not okay." Usefulness without maintenance leads to breakdown, and broken men can't lead.
Welcome to the danger zone. In your 40s and 50s, your body starts presenting receipts for the inflammation and stress you ignored for a decade.
Meet Marcus. Marcus is 44, 2 kids, career in full stride. He hasn't had a physical in years because he feels fine. He's tired, that's work. Up twice a night, that's age. Gained 15 pounds, that's stress. At 47, Marcus is diagnosed with stage 3 prostate cancer. Now his kids are sitting in a hospital waiting room instead of at his baseball game. According to the American Cancer Society, prostate cancer caught early has nearly a 100% 5-year survival rate. Once it spreads, those numbers change drastically. Don't be Marcus. Then there's the colonoscopy. The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force now recommends starting at 45. Colonoscopies can detect and remove precancerous polyps during the procedure. That's not just monitoring, that's stopping cancer before it starts. We also have to watch your metabolic health. Pre-diabetes is reversible. Type 2 diabetes is a life sentence of management. Annual blood work catches the shift before the permanent damage is done. Being a good man, a good husband, and a good father means taking care of yourself so you can actually be there. You want to be the one to walk your daughter down the aisle. You want to be in the front row when your son graduates college. You cannot fulfill those roles if you are sidelined by a preventable illness. Self-care is actually the ultimate act of selflessness. If you've made it to 60 and beyond, you've built something. Now the mission shifts. It's not just about survival, it's about function. You've worked your whole life to reach retirement. Don't spend it in a clinic because you skipped the screenings in your 50s. First, cardiovascular integrity. Atrial fibrillation, or AFib, increases stroke risk 5-fold. Many men feel nothing, but an annual EKG takes 30 seconds and is completely painless. It tells your doctor if your heart's electrical system is failing.
Then there's the silent aneurysm. Abdominal aortic aneurysms are quiet threats. A simple, non-invasive ultrasound can detect them before they become a catastrophe. And finally, the family history map. If your father had a heart attack at 65, your doctor needs to know. That is targeting data. Deploy it. You and your wife deserve those years together. You deserve to travel, to play with your grandkids, and to enjoy the fruit of your labor. That requires professional maintenance. Let's be real. Toughing it out is sometimes necessary on the battlefield of life. There are times to push through pain to get the job done. But in the clinic, toughing it out is a tactical error. We avoid the doctor because of fear. Fear of bad news, fear of losing control, fear of appearing weak. But denial doesn't delay reality. It only delays your response. Avoidance is not toughness. It's a slow surrender disguised as strength. A quick practical note. Most insurance companies cover an annual physical at 100% because they know prevention is cheaper than a cure. Check with your specific provider, but for most of you, there is zero financial excuse. One day, your family will describe you. Make sure they don't have to say, "He ignored the signs." Here is your action plan. First, schedule the appointment. Pick up the phone today. Second, request a full panel blood test. And third, be honest. Your doctor isn't there to judge you. They are your tactical advisor. The strongest move you'll make this week won't be in the gym. It'll be in a waiting room. This is the Triumph channel. If you booked your appointment because of this video, tell us in the comments for accountability. Stay strong, stay aware, stay operational. We'll see you in the next one.